What's up? Yes, I'm finally back to business, and I got a new camcorder, or I got a camcorder. I never actually had a camcorder, but yeah, the quality should be pretty good. I uploaded a test video earlier on private, so and it looked pretty good. And if this is anywhere near that quality, this is gonna be amazing. So yeah, I'm battling Tom, Duude1991. I'm pretty sure you know him. I battled him before, and he's a fun guy to battle. And yeah, so I lead with Cloister, and I know his Arcanine is spexed, so I don't want to stay in there, and I go to my special wall, which is a Noctowl. And I Feather Dance on the switch because I knew something physical was gonna come in. I was hoping maybe I can pull off some, attack lowering, but that didn't work out. So he sets up Stealth Rock with his Registeel, which blocked the Feather Dance with Clear Body. And now we're kind of in a weird situation here. It's Claydol versus Claydol, and we just keep setting up our Stealth Rocks and spinning right round. And it's odd. It's an odd situation here. And none of us actually knew what was going to happen from this point, and we didn't actually care. This was so fun, and it didn't really matter what would happen. It would be funny. So I eventually switched to Scissor, and he switches at the same time, and he sends in a Medicham. Now this is my wall Scissor, so I wasn't really too afraid. But he breaks, and it does over 200 damage to my physical wall Scizor, which shows it's banded, which is pretty cool. So I go to Claydol pretty much just to resist the break, and I go back to Scizor to hopefully get a roost in. While he sets up Stealth Rock again, but he predicts that nicely and goes for an Earth Power, which I don't know if that would have mattered because my Scizor doesn't really have a lot of speed, and I think Claydol's base speed is 5 higher, and he probably would have outsped me anyway, so it didn't matter. So I go to Kingdra here. I get Kingdra in, and I go for the Surf, and this special wall Registeel takes a cum load out of it. That was pretty cool. It's my Specs Kingdra, so that explains a lot, I guess. So this third time, we got some Claydol versus Claydol action here. And it's kind of hard, because I really can't afford him to get his Stealth Rock up and my Claydol dying from there, because Stealth Rock is big. I got like 4 Stealth Rock weeks, I think. Or, I don't know. So I go for the Surf, and he doesn't really have a safe switch in, apparently, because he goes to Porygon 2, which takes about 2/3 from the Surf, which is amazing. So I kill that off, and he sends in Dingus, the Registeel. Now I know he wants to Thunder Wave, and no, he doesn't, but I know he packs it, so I'm not gonna risk it. And he sends in Medicham, which is a nice prediction. And I know he's going to go for the Ice Punch. I know he's not going to predict anything. And I kind of expected him to forget about Cloister, which he did. So it was cool. So I go for the Icicle Spear. As you can see, he traced my skill link, which is an amazing ability. But sometimes it just doesn't work out. And today it didn't really do anything at all. I do about a bit more than a third to this Gardevoir, which is cool, which is good enough in my opinion. And I don't know, Cloister is pretty cool in general. So I go to Noctowl. He misses Will-O-Wisp, which kind of doesn't matter, I think. I don't think it would have mattered much, because I'm gonna keep Nightshading this Claydol here, because I don't want him to keep setting up Stealth Rock. And unluckily for me, he has 2 Stealth Rockers on his team, which is kind of odd, but it works very well for him. So yeah, I keep Nightshading. He keeps setting up, spinning right round and doing stuff. And yeah, ends up going with a Psychic because he knows he doesn't really want to switch, pretty much, because Registeel has to be there against Kingdra, and Medicham can't really afford to take a Nightshade either, so yeah, I take that out, and now he's gonna send in Medicham, and I know he's probably not gonna go for the Ice Punch again, but I don't really care. I don't want to loot my Noctowl, and I don't really care about the Cloyster. So I go to that. In case he did Ice Punch, I could have exploded on something, which would have been fun, but doesn't really make that much of a difference. So I go to Claydol now. I have to spin here. I was tempted to Earthquake or Explode maybe, but I had to get rid of the Stealth Rocks first, and now I'm pretty sure... No, wait, never mind. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's gonna overheat there, which actually is Specs, and which actually would have one-hit KO'd my Claydol, which is pretty beast. So I go to Kingdra to resist it 4 times, and I take that very well. I didn't expect it to take... I expected it to take it well, but not... I kind of thought it would do like a bit less than half, because it's still Specs. I know it's 4 times resistant, but it's overheat. Base 140, stab, you know, all that. So I 2-hit KO incoming Gardevoir, which is win. And I don't know, there's some switching going on, and it's kind of hard to keep up with the Bell Recorder. Right, so he predicts my switch to Kingdra, which I was hoping he would, and I get an explosion off but with the Intimidate, that's not gonna one-hit KO his Arcanine. Which is fine, because I got my Noctowl, and he's locked into Dragon Pulse, which is not gonna do all that much. Actually, it didn't really do anything at all. So I kill off his Arcanine, which was a pain, so that's good. And he sends in Medicham, which is a pain as well. I can't really switch because I'm gonna need all of my other pokes, and I didn't really know what he was gonna do either. So I get in my Ninjask, which is my Choice Band Ninjask, which kind of saved me in this battle. And it's a good thing I got those Stealth Rocks out of the way, because as I just noticed, I don't have an odd amount of HP, an odd number of HP, which I should fix. So I get my Kingdra in against Registeel, and now he goes for the Thunder Wave. And Surf is an obvious 2-hit KO, and he's gonna try and go for some para-flinching, which doesn't work out, which I didn't expect to work out either, because it didn't really do that much. He would have needed like 6 flinches or something. Yeah, I go for the Psycho Cut with his Medicham, and I'm just gonna finish it off with my super awesome Ninjask. So, good game, Tom, and more battles to come. I'm definitely gonna promise something like 1 battle a week, at least, maybe more, maybe not more.